that they're MAGA extremists, and that it's destroyed my relationships with them.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. We've got a great one planned for today, but first, I just want to let you know that there is still free shipping today and I believe tomorrow. And yeah, so go get some authentic Idle Hands merch from a classic Idle Hands logo to a really cool Liberal Evolution shirt or mug or anything. There's a lot of stuff you can buy. So go check it out. Take advantage of the savings. All right. And also, just a quick reminder to please subscribe. Hit that bell, smack it around, boom, boom. And you'll always know when I throw up a new video, just like today. All right. Well, let's get on to the show. Today we've got a few more clips of President Trump at CPAC. Tom Homan laying down some laying down the law, and of course that lovely lib logic that we all look so forward to. So buckle up. 10,000 subscribers. Let's do it. President Trump recently trolled the Dems getting the vapors about asking workers to fill out a 5 bullet point list of what they accomplished during the week.
I thought it was great because we have people that don't show up to work and nobody even knows if they work for the government. So by asking the question, tell us what you did this week, what he's doing is saying, are you actually working? And then if you don't answer, like you're sort of semi-fired or you're fired, because a lot of people are not answering because they don't even exist. They're trying to find, that's how badly various parts of our government were run by, and especially by this last group.
And Senator Tina Smith just posted a response to the request, and boy, she makes you real proud to have her as a senator. And of course, the media is just throwing their faux outrage all over the place. They're not very happy campers.
Elon Musk has zero legal authority to fire government employees or force their resignations. These people don't report to Elon Musk.
This nonsensical email from Elon Musk acting like we're in kindergarten.
It's like an own the libs, make you cry more sort of environment, right?
Gosh.
Where both Trump and Musk are performing for the MAGA base.
The new Trump administration is reveling in its bare-knuckle approach to government.
This is so sloppy with the way Elon Musk is handling this.
And with all the mainstream media faux outrage flying around, Charlie Kirk posted this about the people in the federal government losing their jobs. Yeah, most of these federal jobs never should have existed in the first place. This is why federal workers are freaking out trying to describe what they do all day. They do nothing, hence why they should be terminated. And I I think that's probably true for a lot of them, for sure. My dream job is to do nothing and get paid for it too. Checkmate, commies. And Kamala Harris, right after receiving the chairman's prize at the NAACP Image Awards, she bestowed a beautiful, long-missed word salad.
Some see the flames on our horizons, the rising waters in our cities, the shadows gathering over our democracy, and ask, what do we do now? But we know exactly what to do, because we have done it before.
What? You haven't even said anything. We don't know what you're talking about. Oh boy, how we miss those word salads. So delicious.
And we will do it again.
Yes. Our friend James Carville, always trying to stay relevant, has predicted that the Trump administration is in for some rocky times very soon, and that the Democrats just need to sit back and watch the implosion.
I believe that this administration in less than 30 days in the midst of a massive collapse.
Right.
And particularly a collapse in public opinion. It's going to be easy pickings here in 6 weeks.
Right. Yeah, you are so right. And of course, you also, I believe, predicted that Kamala Harris was totally going to win, like almost in a landslide. So I don't know if your track record's too good, my friend. Maybe you should just stick to, I don't know, retirement or something.
Just lay back. I think the House Democrats, and this is going to shock a lot of people, I think they know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly what's going to happen.
And now we have just a few clips of President Trump speaking at CPAC, and he's just going over some of the highlights that they've already accomplished in the short time that they've been back in power.
We're removing all of the unnecessary, incompetent, and corrupt bureaucrats from the federal workforce. That's what we're doing. And under the buyouts, we offered federal employees more than 75,000 federal bureaucrats. Think of that. Have voluntarily agreed to surrender their taxpayer-funded jobs. We want to make government smaller, more efficient. We want to keep the best people, and we're not going to keep the worst people.
It's logical.
And we've also effectively ended the left-wing scam known as USAID, the agency's name.
Yes.
Has been removed from its former building, and that space will now house agents from Customs and Border Patrol. Beautiful.
Awesome.
We banned the use of puberty blockers, hormone injections, and other chemical and surgical mutilation of your youth. Could you imagine making a speech like this 10 years ago? People would say, what the hell is he talking about, right? This is a sickness that came along with critical race theory and all of the other things that we had to put up with. And it's all out now, critical race theory and transgender insanity. It's all gone from our schools and from our military. I banned government censorship from your voices and brought back free speech in America. We have free speech. We didn't have free speech. We do have it now, actually.
Good. And next we have Tom Homan talking a little bit about some of the stats, incredible stats from the border, and how much the gotaways have greatly reduced since President Trump has taken office.
Gotaways. Under President Biden, the gotaways, 2.2 million people crossed the border, weren't arrested because the Border Patrol was too busy making sandwiches, changing diapers, making baby formula, making hospital runs, dealing with humanitarian crisis. 2.2 million people crossed the border and weren't apprehended, weren't fingerprinted.
Jeez.
We had about 1,800 a day in 2023. You know how many had yesterday? 48.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You're talking about 2,000 miles of border and only 48 people escaped, but that's 48 too many. I'm not going to be happy if that number is 0.
Good deal.
President Trump brought together one hell of a team, and every time I see one of these people get nominated and take their oath for office, I just get that much more excited. I'm afraid I'm going to have a heart attack one of these days because it just keeps getting better.
It's too awesome.
All these bad stories about Trump, you know, Homan, you're racist, you're a white nationalist, you're a mean person. Okay, I'll take that. Because you know what Homan's doing? I'm working for the greatest president of my lifetime, and we're going to save lives. Because when 95% less people coming across the border, how many women ain't being raped? How many Americans aren't dying from fentanyl overdoses? How many no-suspected terrorists aren't getting in the country? How many women and children aren't sex trafficked in this country when you had a border lockdown? We're saving lives.
Exactly.
Do you actually work for ICE?
No, not at all. Nope.
Explain the outfit.
It's $29.99 on Amazon. I would recommend buying a small if you're my size. This one's a little too loose for my liking. But yeah, if you want some entertainment, wear this and go to a Home Depot in a sanctuary city like where I live right now, Washington, D.C., and you'll see all the illegals. Not all of them, but you can maybe see a lot of them start to run away, and you feel like a group fitness instructor. It's really good.
And you actually think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious, absolutely. What's not funny is them illegally...
There you have it, everybody. One of the worst people I've seen here at CPAC, and that's saying something. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so this is all, totally satire. It's called having a sense of humor, something liberal wackos don't possess. Yeah, we know how to laugh at ourselves, right? They don't, and that's a serious problem. It's funny. Yeah, it totally is. That's effing hilarious and brilliant. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Epic. Yeah. Well, it certainly didn't take long for our friend Joy Reid to jump in front of the camera and throw down all of her race cards, victim cards, and every other card that she has, crying crocodile tears for her loss. It might be legitimate, but quite frankly, over half of America could care less. But let's see what she has to say.
My show had value, and that, I'm sorry, that what I was doing had value.
Value? What are you talking about? You called half a country racist. Like every single day. There's no value in that. All you're doing is spreading hatred and just misery because you're a vile person. I'm sorry. I know, you're obviously crying. You're upset you lost your job, but please, lady, you've made millions off that spewing hatred across America for years now. I think you're gonna do okay.
And value, and in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV, and this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you.
She's a Karen.
Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just Black folks, or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them, or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty,
Yeah, but the problem is everything is on that side of the fence. You know what I mean? She never has anything positive to say about the right or about conservatives or about Trump. It's always Trump is Hitler, and he never does anything right.
Defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country.
Nope. No, we don't. That is total propaganda.
Whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object, to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God.
Brother.
And
don't invoke his name, please.
I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God. And so I'm not sorry. I'm just proud of my show.
What value? A place to bully conservatives? Is that what you value? Spreading misinformation and making those that do not agree with you feel less than? Should have happened long ago. Totally. The Lord says, do not rejoice in the downfall of your enemy, or God may be displeased and turn his wrath from them. I listened to this woman for 30 seconds, and all I can think is, cry harder. F her. All right, so it's not always easy to walk the Christian line, I guess. Value equals spreading hate. That is all her show was about. Unbelievable. There it is, the insufferable perpetual victimhood. Yep, she was laying down the cards heavy. Fast and furious. She is worth zero value. Go work at a grocery store. At least at least those people are needed and are essential. Yeah, totally. She's lost that smug rage. She knows her own side kicked her to the curb. I think that's starting to settle in. Yeah. Well, it looks like the newest trend on TikTok is people who have lost their federal jobs and whining, crying, and complaining about how unfair this is.
Just got laid off from my federal government job. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling angry. Very angry.
That sucks to lose
frustrated.
a job.
It sucks. I worked in the IRS.
Oh boy.
Small business, self-employed. And now there's going to be a lot of people on unemployment. Great.
Guess who just got fired via phone call? Me! I was a forestry technician for the USDA Forest Service, and my crew dealt with timber sales and management. So think salvage sales, wildfire mitigation, American lumber product,
Good job on
forest and ecosystem health. So I was still in my probationary period, and I was 3 months away from getting my 1 year. I have put 5...
Wait, she was on probation for 9 months? What? That doesn't make sense.
5 years of my career into public service and natural resources, and this is how we are getting treated right now. Now, my supervisor can't answer any of my questions, like what's going to happen to my last paycheck because they're going to log us out and we won't be able to put in our time. What's going to happen to my health insurance? Am I going to get my separation form, my final one? Because I need that paperwork to apply for unemployment. And these are not merit-based firings. All of my performance reviews my entire career have been stellar, nothing under fully successful. And the legality of this is questionable at best. So I guess if anybody knows any good federal employee lawyers or anyone I can talk to about this, because yeah, this is definitely making my life a lot harder right now. I had to get put on anxiety medication because of all of this stress. It kind of felt a little bit like a weight was lifted off my shoulders when I got the phone call, because now I don't have to worry if I'm going to be fired anymore because it already happened. But, you know, just fucking ridiculous.
Right.
It's very much giving tech bro layoff. And for those who don't know, there are certain processes and procedures that must be done before a reduction in force can be enacted. And according to my supervisor, they had zero prior knowledge that this was about to happen. So let's see what happens next, I guess.
Oh, well. Look, if you've got 5 years of experience, it shouldn't be hard for you to find another job. Yes, maybe you might have to move from wherever you're living now to do that, but I think everything will be okay. Plus, you get like, what, 8 months of severance? So why are you going for unemployment as well? You're already making your normal salary. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, great wildfire mitigation work in California. Yay! Thank goodness you won't be able to mitigate anything else. Yes. Oh boy, public service goes on to complain about her pay and insurance. That's not public service. I don't know. How many performance reviews did she have in 9 months? Entire career? What? Yeah. I haven't seen one yet that tells me the useful thing they did at their federal job. It's just vague descriptions, a bunch of paper shufflers. Is it just me, or does there seem to be an ever-growing cry to cancel The View? Let's check it out. Racism in 1950. Racism in 2024. Oh, that's hysterical. Joy Reid and Sunny competed for most racist TV show host. One down, another to go. I don't think her time is very long. Sunny's, that is. It's way beyond time to get these lying, moronic, race-grifting hustlers off the air. Crap it. Oh boy, oh boy. I have a feeling they are on the cancel train. Their stop is unavoidable. I totally agree. I struggle to watch these women spew their lies and hate while grandstanding and virtue signaling. It's the hardest thing to expose my eyes and ears to. Yeah, it kind of makes your mind melt. How else will Americans learn to have extreme racist takes on the news? I don't know. I guess they're going to have to come up with another show. Yeah, it's critical race theory explained. Very, very easily to understand. Okay, very easy, I should say, to understand. Brown bear, black bear, racist bear. Oh, that's hysterical. Oh, man. Exactly. Yep. It's about that stupid. I totally agree with you. I love this for sure. Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. As a kid, I had redneck friends, Middle Eastern friends, Italian friends, Asian friends, Slavic friends. First, we were all Americans who recognized our different ethnic backgrounds. It was awesome going over to eat at each other's homes. Yeah, totally. That's like something nobody ever talks about. And we were friends, period. Yes, I mean, that's how it was with me. I grew up with a bunch of different nationalities. We didn't have any problems with each other, racially speaking. Facebook deleted, Instagram, Twitter, Amazon. Yeah, they're all canceled. Well, actually, I think you might be doing yourself a service, my dear, because you're now detaching yourself from all the craziness that you're hearing all day. So you might actually start be able to like heal your spirit a little bit by not being engaged with any of this social media stuff. So I wish you best.
So you are going to refuse to take my order because my child was screaming?
Yes, I have the right to do that. If you're more than welcome to come inside, or you can place an order online and we'll make it for you.
What did you say?
And what is really like you're going to not take my order?
Yes, ma'am, that is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, well, I do have this on video, and I will be emailing corporate because that's just like completely rude.
Okay, first of all, why are you recording this? Like, why are you recording your life? Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm a Gen Xer, so like, it's just weird just recording everything. And what is this dude saying that he's not going to take her order because her kid was crying? I think this guy is a Kamala bro. That's what he sounds like to me. I think his feelings were hurt, and now he's going to be a doink about it.
I cannot come inside because my daughter does not have shoes on. Do you understand that?
No, man, I understand, but you're also more than welcome to order through online as well.
So you want me to take an extra 20 minutes and order online? That's not convenient to me.
The kid's pretty quiet.
It's your
now.
job to take orders and stuff, and this is ridiculous.
Okay, at this point, she could have already had the order placed with complete silence from the child. So this cannot be the policy, and I think this guy probably needs to be reprimanded. Not fired, but, you know, educate him a little bit on what to do and how to handle customers. What a schmuck.
So I'd like you to take my order, please.
And he's just...
Okay, I will be happy to take your order as long as your daughter doesn't scream, all right?
She's not.
I think that's a pretty good decision on your part.
Okay, I don't need this attitude.
I don't need this attitude. What? He's the only one pulling the attitude. What are you talking about? Oh, geez, these people are so retarded.
As a person who grew up with a Hispanic grandmother who didn't know that she was Hispanic until I took a DNA test and found out, I have all of the trauma of being Hispanic, but none of the culture. Does anyone want to teach me?
No, you're mentally ill. That's the problem. Give me a break. You're as Caucasian as they come. So all of a sudden you get all the Mexican trauma just dumped on you somehow through the universe? Like, how does that happen? Oh, gosh.
I live in Florida, and I'm gay, non-binary.
Oh, boy,
and
that's a lot.
I had a call today with my psychiatrist, and I've been seeing him since 2009. And we went over my medications, and he asked me how I've been feeling lately, and I told him I've just been so sad and scared. And
why? There's nothing to be scared about.
He told me that it's a safe space. I've been seeing him since 2009, and this is the first time I've come out to him. He shared that he has transgender nieces,
So?
That they're moving to Colorado for safety. And he asked me what I'm doing to prepare. And I told him I'm in the process of starting to get my passport. He asked me where I want to go, and I said I don't know. But I hope Canada, because I've always wanted to live in British Columbia. And he asked me, you know, what about your parents? Because they're down here, and he knows that I moved down here for them. And I explained that they're MAGA extremists.
No!
And that it's destroyed my relationships with them.
Oh gosh, you're pathetic.
And I couldn't help but just cry. I just bawled. And he just kept reassuring me that I can talk to him about it anytime. That he and his wife are trying to organize some sort of resistance and support for people in my situation.
What situation?
Because it's so dear to his heart. And it just made me feel so good to know
Okay.
that I have someone
We
safe
get it.
to talk to.
We get it. You're mentally
Because right
ill.
now, everything is feeling like a threat. Everything is scary. Every day I cry. Multiple times. It's very hard to just stay functioning in this place with this news all the time and all the threats.
Just stop watching the news. This chick needs to unplug from all social media, just like that other young lady we saw previously. And just a side note, if you are this depressed and just down in the dumps, I don't know if British Columbia would be the best place for you, because I lived there for a little over a year when I was going to school. And I am totally normal and a happy guy. But I'm telling you, there is so much rain in British Columbia, and it is overcast so many days, you don't get to see the sun, and it kind of is depressing a little bit. So you would probably not do well to go to British Columbia. Go to Alberta. Alberta has a lot of sunny places you could go to, and be happy. But I think that's probably impossible for you, unfortunately.
Get ready with me to not go home for the holidays because my pro-Trump family is vacationing in Florida and I'm transgender. Do you feel like driving your car off a bridge this holiday season because the world is burning and everything sucks? Don't do it. Things are going to get better. They just have to.
Wait, so I'm kind of confused because he said he's transgender, but to me he looks straight up like a dude. So if he's a dude transitioning into a woman, I guess he just hasn't really gone too far into the process, because that, I don't know, he passes a guy for me any day of the week, at least if he's got pants on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's got down below, and I don't want to know.
Yay!
Yay!
Halloween is a patch for behind the ear.
It's hard to hear you, guy. What is that patch for?
This is a really, really, really important one. All the stuff that I'm going to be saying to the doctor. I've got my really important questions.
Will I feel the information? This is my AAC board. Anxiety makes speech difficult and exhausting. This helps me communicate more effectively.
Okay, it's kind of weird, but...
Pain scale. So I have all my numbers.
The one feels like a hard pinch.
I'm very excited.
Did you know that Daddy's trans? Do you care?
Yeah.
You do? How much? A lot?
What?
Did you know that Daddy has a...
Has a what?
Yes.
Oh. It has a...
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Good talk.
They were cutting too much stuff out of that. I wasn't following the conversation. I don't know what they were talking about. I hope he wasn't saying that he's got a penis or something to his little kid. That would be very disturbing, but I don't know what he was saying. I don't really think that kid knew anything at all what he was talking about.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but as an activist, I really cannot stand when non-activists and just, you know, your regular Jane Does that do not care about social justice come to you and be like, you're so brave for protesting. You're so brave for caring about this. You're so brave for being vocal about this. What's brave about just pointing out how horrible it is that human beings are being treated? Like, it just pisses me off. Like you think that giving me a compliment on the things that you cannot do is gonna make me feel better about you? Like, you self-serving. I mean,
I don't think that. I think they're giving you a compliment, and you're getting pissed off for receiving a compliment.
It's weird. Some people don't even like being called activists, like, because it shouldn't even be a label. Like, by definition, as a citizen and as somebody who respects human rights, you should be an activist by default. We shouldn't have to go out there and say it. But when you guys come over and be like, oh my God, like, it's so brave what you do. Like, I could never. That's like, you're literally like trying to feel better about you not doing anything by complimenting somebody that does something. So you can de-responsibilize yourself even more.
What? What's that guy talking about, man? He's stupid.
Your dad is on his knees for it. This weird obsession with people's genitals must end. The Reddit threads about how big mine is. Fuck you. Gross. This is digital sexual harassment, and it's gotta stop. What I do with my body and your father has nothing to do with you. But while we're here, though, little 101, a very small percentage, something like 5% of trans girls, maybe less, pursue bottom surgery. It's inaccessible. It's an extensive recovery process. There's a lot of stigma. I mean, there's tons of reasons, none of which are anyone else's business but hers and anyone she involves in that decision. Some trans girls keep them because they're tops. Like, do you know? Back to your father for a sec. I think we've said this over and over again. Like, we're not walking around in the wrong bodies. Y'all have the wrong perception of how to respect us in society. And sometimes that comes with feelings about our genitals, and sometimes it doesn't. But like, why are you asking a stranger about their genitals?
I don't.
Why? Why are you doing that? There are sanctioned times where I post a thirst trap and I say, go wild in the comments. This is your space to do that. Stick to...
I don't know, but all I have to say is that, like, this dude is not passing for a woman very well. First of all, he's rocking the 5 o'clock shadow a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know the point of even making this video because you're obviously mentally ill.
To those times, because this stuff is weird, and I don't even know if you meant to be offensive or not, but like this, I'm tired of this stuff. It's so invasive. Leave us the
most heinous example of the pink tax I've ever seen. If you're not familiar with what the pink tax is, the pink tax is when women are charged an exorbitant amount over what a man would be charged for the same thing. I just posted a video of this. It's made by Cobalt. It's very cute, and it went viral last winter, just this one. I think they only did one color, maybe one or two colors, and so they came out with like light purple, like all of these colors that were like clearly appealing to femme. So then during Christmas, when I was asked what I wanted for Christmas, I was like, amazing. I would love a full standing toolbox that is pink that I can use to organize all my tools.
Yeah, that's sweet.
First of all, they don't have any. They only have these mini ones, and then the original pink box makes these pink products, which I won't even get into it. Lowe's.com doesn't sell this anymore, but the original pink box sold this, and this is the price I saw it at, $2,300. Okay, it's 26 by 65.
Okay.
Here is a Cobalt one with wheels that has two pieces combined. That is not quite 65 inches, but it's close.
So
$498.
Okay, but I kind of missed if the pink one was a Cobalt as well, but this is not apples to apples, okay? and plus, if that pink one, I mean, we don't know if that was like an exclusive, like limited time run of that product. I mean, if they don't sell it anymore, you know, maybe that's why it was more expensive. I don't know, but the first one definitely looked bigger than this one, so I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, lady. There's no conspiracy here.
$498. This lime green is the closest I can get to a femme radical color. Cobalt, Milwaukee, Ryobi. All I want are hot pink power tools and a hot pink stacky thing that isn't going to cost me $3,000. That's all.
It's time for Dave's Detox. All right, I just thought this was kind of cool. Although I wish we could see what it looks like with both of them. I guess it's probably what you're seeing there. I don't know. This is funny. The cat's really enjoying himself. That's funny. This is totally crazy. It would be terrifying. Look at that. He gets swallowed up by a whale. And then he immediately gets spit out. That is crazy. This is funny. What's up with this? Why? I don't understand. Oh yeah. Loving that blue monkey. Can't give it up.
Look at this
Oh, so cute.
giant, morbidly obese squirrel.
That's cute. Aww.
Oh my god.
Do not jump in. Don't jump into that water. Oh, look at that. They're like touching. How cute. So apparently this lady taught her cat to open the door if she gets locked out. I don't know where you'd even begin teaching a cat to do that. That's pretty impressive. Oh boy.
This is
kind of glitchy. Wow. This is crazy. What? It's like a lizard cat.
Oh my god.
This is truly amazing. I don't know if this is a one-off or if this cat does this all the time. This is awesome. Turns on the treadmill. That gets his exercise in. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the detox, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, hit that bell, boom, boom, and tell your friends about Idle Hands so that we can help grow the channel and bring the content to more eyeballs out there. So, all right, until the next episode, know that you are loved, stay safe, and have a great day. Be good to others.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.